the atmosphere this year, what do you make of it?
The atmosphere was great. You know, I've said on Rick Shabak's show every day that there's an energy that we get from our fans, there's an energy that we get from our students that's real, that's tangible. You know, not just us, every place. Like you go, you know, when you're on the road, the home team gets that energy. But our fans, our students, you know, the city was terrific.
How about energy from the president?
He always brings energy, right? It was good to have him. It was good to play well when he was here.
Has one of your teams ever shot 72%?
I hope so.
No.
I don't know the answer to that. No?
Not here. I don't know about
He
Princeton.
didn't answer that.
Right.
He didn't answer that. I don't know the answer to that, Ron. But I thought that everyone was terrific. The three guys behind me were outstanding, and then when the guys came in off the bench, everyone did their job today.
How much more mature do you think this group is from the last time, I guess it was last year when you played Duke, and what ensued after it?
Light years. But that's what happens when you go from being a freshman to a sophomore. That's what happens when you go from being a sophomore to a junior. You know, you mature, you get better.
I know you don't want to make too much out of one game, just like you probably don't want to make too much out of Syracuse, but what can you guys do with this one going forward?
Just like every time, you know, we got to go back, we got to look at the tape, and the answer's the same. We have to see what we can learn from, see what we can improve on, forget about it and move on. Wednesday's important.
There was such a marked difference in the team's performance today versus Syracuse just a couple days ago. Can you at all pinpoint how that happened? Is that a testament to coaching and inspiring speech, or is it, I mean, they were so intense on defense and smart with the shot choices and the whole thing?
I said it Monday, we did not play well.
Against Syracuse.
Yeah, it was, and that's not to say we're just going to throw that game out and forget about it. But Monday we did not play well. Tonight we played well. And so, you know, like I said, I think that our guys, you know, their focus, their attention was terrific. That's not to say that it wasn't on Monday. We just didn't play well. Two different games, two different teams, two different styles.
How does the 72% shooting game happen? Is it just the defense? Were there things you saw from them? Were there things that just you knew were clicking from you guys? Or, I mean your defense leading to offense.
We're talking about the 72%, or we're talking about the defense?
No, I'm talking about, did you think that the defense contributed to
Absolutely.
72%?
There's no doubt about that. I mean, this group, our team, with each game is getting a heightened sense and a better understanding that we don't have to take a bad shot. And with the offensive players that we have, and the guys know where their shots are coming from, and they're doing an outstanding job, night in, night out, of trying to help each other get shots. And with as good as they are as offensive players, you know, hopefully we will have other days like this. If we get good shots, if we take the right shots, they're going to go in.
Coach, you got 20 minutes out of Jarrell Benjamin and 13 minutes out of Hollis Thompson when Clark got in foul trouble, which allowed for the game to continue. Could you tell about their great play tonight?
Like I said earlier, I thought everyone did their job. You know, those came in, and it's easy to talk about the shot Hollis hit, but he had a couple of terrific contests. You know, on the defensive end, he had a few working, fighting over single in the post. I mean, I thought his defense was just as good. And then Jarrell came in, and he's a presence in there for us.
John, as far as you take a look at the numbers here, and you see 72%, but while the game was going on, did you at any time have a moment of perspective where it was like, wow, we're really shooting well, or anything like that? Did it strike you at all?
I've told this story before, and it's relative to the season as a whole, and it's relative to individual games. You know the Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler? Okay? We're still sitting at the table. You know, we're not going to count our money while we're sitting at the table. No, so to answer your question, no. I was worried about the next possession. I was worried about offensively. I was worried about the next possession defensively. There's no time during the game to sit back and say, wow, we're making whatever. No, we were just worried about the next possessions.
Coach, after a big game.
Question, Sports Talk 980, John Thompson.
Thank you for identifying me.
Because they may identify me as your dad.
Yes.
At that point that you say sitting at the table, at what point will you win a game and they'll stop talking about last year? Is that a game that you think will conclude reflecting on what happened last year?
Do I honestly think that? No. But, I mean, I've said
Sooner or later, they're going to be right. You're going to lose 3 games.
and this group is much different. I've said that from the beginning. Last year's over, done. You know, that each comes up all the time. So, you know, these guys have said it over and over. You said it the last time, right? Last press conference. It's over, it's done. We're a much different team. Much different team. Like I said, it's not to say we're not going to lose games, but we're a much different team.
I thought Coach K put it in perspective earlier. He said he thought his team played great defense. He said, but this is college ball. Sometimes teams have lights out shooting. It just have to be one of those games.
That's accurate.
There's going to be up and down.
That's accurate. And what I said is not just a question of lights out shooting. I think the quality of the shots that we're getting, that we got, are what's important. Guys didn't take bad shots. They helped each other. They made the extra pass and got good looks.
Coach,
do that, they're going to go in.
after a big game like this, after beating Duke, such a big game, what is something, maybe there's one thing that you tell the guys to get remotivated for the next game? How do you move forward after
I don't
so
think we
much
have to worry about that. These guys are motivated for every game. They understand that in many ways, and this is an important game, but in many ways, Wednesday against South Florida is more important because we go back to conference play. And that's not to negate anything about this game, but this group, I mean, that's part. I mean, this group is focused. We're not going to have to, have them do anything. They know. We don't need to get refocused because they are focused, and we'll be ready for Wednesday.
John, could you take a second just to reflect real quick on the win, the way you guys won the game on national TV, in front of the president, in a packed house that was just electric atmosphere?
Yes. No, it was good. It was good. Everything about, from who was there to how we played against a terrific team, against a well-coached team, against a team that's one of the best teams in the country. And so the stars were aligned properly. And hopefully we'll have, maybe our president won't be here. But I think that's an atmosphere that as we go forward, our fans can interpret that's something that will be duplicated.
Given that this brings an end to this 4-game home and away series with Duke, what on balance did your team get out of that series, and is it something you're going to be looking to reschedule or schedule again?
I'm not sure about whether rescheduling, and a lot comes into who can play home, who can play away.
Sure.
There's many masters that you have to answer to when it comes to scheduling. But it's something we would like to continue. Yes, if not, then someone like them. What do we get out of it? We got 2 really good wins and 2 very disappointing losses.
So based on what you saw from your guys today, what do you think they're capable of? How far can you guys go?
Who are you with? I'm sorry.
ESPN.com.
Okay, what are we capable of? I think that this group can beat any team in the country if we do what we're supposed to do. And if we don't, we can lose everyone else on our schedule. That's not the plan. But I think we can beat anyone in the country, and they know that. They know that.
Could you talk about the tennis play around the 10-minute mark, second half? It triggered your offense. I thought scoring, not only scoring, but finding people.
No, but that's what I say, particularly the guys standing behind me, but as well as everyone else in the locker room. I mean, it was triggered because that's where we thought we could take advantage at that point. Early on, particularly early in the game, Chris got a bunch of baskets, and Austin was probably pretty consistent throughout. But at that point, we went to Greg. We started with Chris. Chris did a good job of running the offense, setting things up, and making sure Greg got the ball. So that's, like I said, they've done a great job of helping and finding each other when it is appropriate.
Questions for the players?